What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the politics and BS. So I want to share a little bit more about Project 2025. This is from the mouth of Representative Jasmine Crockett. And I think she just summed it up perfectly. And I've been asked to share more about Project 2025, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's just go ahead and get into her summary of Project 2025 and why Donald Trump wants to act like he doesn't know anything about it and why they're trying to not focus on it and they're trying to focus on Biden's age and not on the age of this project that was created with the intent and goal of getting Trump back into office and enacting these things from this project. So let's just go ahead and get into this.
Talk about the dangers of Project 2025.
Project 2025 is nothing but a white supremacist manifesto to how they can delete anybody that ain't old, white, and male. That is all it is. It's about attacking diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's about attacking those that don't want to bow down to the orange Jesus and decide that they're going to be his loyalists and do whatever they want him to do. It's about getting rid of the Department of Education, getting rid of the Department of Justice, making everyone subscribe to the way that they understand and interpret Christianity, which I'm sure is the same Christianity that somehow justified slavery. That's why Trump had to go ahead and send that dog whistle about our black jobs. And I got news for him and anybody else. My black ass is exactly where I'm supposed to be, trying to check them and their white supremacy. So essentially what it is to destroy us and to destroy democracy. It also looks at consolidating power in the hands of the president. This is what we already see happening when we look at what the Supreme Court did when they decided that they were going to crown him King Trump and give him immunity that has never been warranted or given in this country. Warrants immunity that would allow him to literally kill somebody and get away with it. So that's Project 2025 in a nutshell. And don't forget your grannies and your aunties, because they're trying to take your Medicaid, Social Security, and Medicare.
All right, guys, so you heard that. Now, I know we hear this term, Project 2025, Project 2025, and we've also heard Trump try to remove himself from it and say he doesn't know anything about it. But let's be clear. Project 2025 is a nickname for the Presidential Transition Project, meaning this was put into place for conservative, they call it, administration transitioning into power. That was all about Donald Trump because they knew that Donald Trump was running again. They knew that those who want these things to be put in place along with him, this was based on his ideology. And pretty much whenever you Google Project 2025, his face and name is all over it. So let's be clear. It's the blueprint for a second Trump administration. It's not the blueprint just for any Republican or any conservative administration transitioning into power in 2025. It's a 900 plus page plan for a second Trump administration. Mass deportations, politicizing the federal government so that Trump would have control over the Justice Department. We know he's had a lot of problems in that arena, right? So he pretty much wants to control them coming after him for things that he has been doing that he should not have been doing. But now that the Supreme Court put things in place to pretty much say that he could act as a king, he could command the military to take out his political adversaries, take their lives. Like, this is absolutely insane. Christian nationalism, and this is coming from someone, I don't even call myself a Christian, but I do call myself a believer. I do believe in God and I believe in Jesus. That's my belief. I would never want to have a government that is based on this Christian nationalism, which honestly is nothing but these conservative whites and their beliefs and what they think the Bible really means, their interpretation of it. But I don't want any religion to control the government, because the essentials of what a Christian is supposed to be is not about you forcing your beliefs on anyone else. The Bible says, with love and kindness have I drawn thee. These people want to put it in your face that you're supposed to operate the way that I believe, and because I believe in this and I believe in that, you're supposed to govern yourselves accordingly and operate in that way as well. But I wouldn't want some other religion or belief that I don't subscribe to be controlling the way I live and operate, because not even God forces people to believe. If that were the case, then we'd all just be robots. He's given everyone the freedom of choice. Isn't that like ironic? You have the right to choose whether you believe or not. And it's up to people to believe what may be the consequences if they don't believe. But I'm not even getting into all of that. This Project 2025 is the blueprint for Trump and his administration coming in the second time. And pretty much trying to take things back to a time when it was Father knows best. You know, leave it to Beaver. It's just absolutely ridiculous. This is 2024, and they're trying to roll back the clock in 2025 to a time when there were no civil rights. Women pretty much were not able to vote. You were, if you were a woman, you were a wife, barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. If your husband was a trash ass husband and beating your ass, it's hard for you to get out of that marriage. That is the belief of hardcore, the belief of the vice presidential candidate, J.D. Vance, that Trump picked. He doesn't believe in no-fault divorces. He believes that children have suffered, even if the marriage in the relationship was violent. The children suffered by the wife leaving. Are you kidding me? I mean, these are just a few things that we're talking about, but this is all about white male supremacy. So they talk about marriage, work, motherhood, fatherhood, and the nuclear families. This is all their ideas of control. They feel like women have gotten out of hand, women have gotten out of control, women are liberated, women, like it's absolutely insane. Those are just a few things. They don't believe in equality. So now you're hearing a lot about these DEI things, that initiatives and organizations and companies that they want to strike down because they don't believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. And ironically, Candace Owens doesn't believe in it either. And this heifer is a black woman. And that's even questionable, but she looks that way. I'm just kidding. She is a black woman. And by the way, she benefited from the policies when it comes to her suing for discrimination that she experienced when she was in college and got money for it. And now she is out here a staunch advocate for being against DEI. It's really ridiculous. But again, she's a grifter, so that's not surprising. She's doing it for the money, the almighty dollar. And a lot of people who are out there like her that are speaking about how they are Trump supporters and Biden is a this and Biden is a that, they're saying these things because it benefits them personally. They're not doing anything because of what would be for the betterment of the community that they come from, that their parents and their grandparents come from. If it were not for their parents and their grandparents, they would not be here. It's all about them now. It's all what's more beneficial to them. So, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.